clothes I never went to something I would wear. Let's go. Imagine getting this gown as a gift and they expect you to wear it. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, do you want to spoil my steez? I'm not trying to be ungrateful, but come on, in big 2025, you're getting people this. I literally look like a big child. Like, do better next time, please. And thank God I can sew, seriously. Well, this is the inspo, so let's save this dress together. And that's on period. So the first thing I had to do was to remove the side zip. I had to cut the gown into two and then lose that all this gathers here. To cut the fabric into two and fold one part as my front part. I did my normal basic bodies. I did that off camera. This was how it looks after doing everything. This was my chest point, my bust point, my under bust, my waist. I didn't actually measure this part. I just drew a line straight down because I wanted it to be an A line. So this was how it looks. So do you remember the other fabric we had remaining? So you have to fold it into two and to be able to cut the back part. Make sure to give allowance, extra allowance for your zipper side. I know we already gave allowance for the front part, but you need to give 1 inch allowance for your zip. So in order to get this effect, you need to measure one side of your bust to the other side. Mine was 14 and divided it into 2. It was 7, so I measured it 7. In case you're kind of confused from what side of the bust to the waist side, this is exactly the sides because you don't want it to be just way down to the other side, just half side of your bust. Not when you're cutting, not cut the exact line, you need to give some inches for sewing allowance. For the back, you have to cut it because you don't want the back to be way too high. Like mine was still even high, even though as I've cut it out, you need to still cut it down a little bit. So I also decided to cut some lining because in my previous video, you guys said it was rough, so I wanted it to be neat. So I divided the back into 2 because I wanted the zip to be at the middle. Then I started sewing the lining on, sewed the neck and the sides, but I didn't sew this part that connected the 2 ends together. And I also did the same to the back, but the back when I sewed every but I did not sew the under, so I'll be able to flip it to the good side. How it looks after flipping the back side to the good side and also the front side, I made sure it was neat. After sewing the lining, that's when I realized that wait, though, this part was supposed to be at my under bust and not my chest points, so I had to cut it again using the same method. And voila, this was how it looks. Then now for the odogu, for the design at the chest. Then I folded it into 2 and then used that normal measurement from one side of my bust to the other side, which was 14 divided by 2, 7. Then I measured where I wanted it to start from, which is from my half of my chest point to my under bust. After measuring, I just had to cut it out and also cut out lining too. So this is how it looks after sewing the lining. It came out cute and neat. So I just placed it on and about to attach it. This was how it looks after sewing it in, but then I realized that the straps at the side was too long and I totally forgot to put an armhole. I decided to make 2 very long straps for my back to my chest point. So this was how I ended up placing the strap. I wanted it to be curved. The next thing was to place my zip. It was so neat. And finally attaching it together. You know,